about those fryers? Oh, baby, baby. Hello. Surprise! I'm alive. Who would have guessed? Very impromptu stream. I never stream this late anymore. This is gonna be weird. Hello. Hoozy, Hydro, Ralia. What's going on, gang? Good to see you. How y'all been? What have y'all been up to? I've been busy, as is probably a surprise to no one at this point. I've been busy. I've been working a lot on stick and dash stuff. A little bit more ahead of the curve than I think is to be expected right now. I know, 8 p.m. It's weird. I used to stream a lot more at this time before I got my current job, like almost 4 years ago. I haven't really had evenings like consistently, just because I need to go to bed for my early morning job. So it's like I don't have work tomorrow, and so I'm like, okay, I think it'd be really funny if I just started streaming. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. How's it going? Oh, it's good to be here. It's been a bit. I apologize for the lack of videos and streams. I'm gonna be probably editing a video tomorrow that'll go out in a few days, depending on when something happens. So I figure tomorrow I might get a head start on that, and then tonight I'll stream, because it's been a bit, and I do kind of want to talk about that, because I feel bad about that. No name, hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, I've been away for a while. I've honestly been kind of stressed, and preoccupied with real life stuff. We are gearing up to move to a different city soon. And with that has come a whole slew of extra challenges that we've been trying to work out between me and my girlfriend, and it's been a lot. It's been very emotionally taxing and draining, but things are looking up. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling like myself, which is important to me. I've been working a lot on stick and dash stuff. Episode 3 progress has stalled a bit just due to the nature of how it's operating. But in the meantime, I've actually been doing some planning for episode 4. So I've been still working on stick and dash, just not the current episode. So hopefully, once episode 3 is done, episode 4 should come out that much sooner, because I'm doing this prep work, you know. Since there's this overlap, I expect that it won't take 2 years for episode 4 to be made. Because I don't know if you guys know, but Complete Madness episode 2 is going to be turning 2 years old at the end of the month, June 28th, Markiplier's birthday. Episode 2 will be 2 years old. And it feels like I just released that episode, and it feels like it's been out for forever. So work is being done on stick and dash regardless. Just a little bit less linear than I'm used to. I've also been doing some client work. I had a commission for my buddy Maxan, who is also a GD streamer. I drew up a profile picture or channel icon and a banner for him as well. which was super fun. I got to choose one of his levels that he built and then like draw it out, and I think like seeing a G level drawn is such a cool thing that we like don't see enough of in the community. So that was really, really exciting to get to work on a banner that did that. You wake up at 4:30. That's when I wake up for work, is 4:30 a.m. Which is why I don't really have evenings. I go to bed at 9. So I can get enough sleep before my 4:30 alarm. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm doing a lot better now. It was actually, like, looking back on it was kind of funny because like it would be one day where I would be stressed, and then the next day she would be stressed, and then the day after that I would be stressed again, and we would like kind of flip-flop back and forth between like being the person that needed comforting and being the one to comfort. We kind of like flip-flopped roles a couple of times, which was really like, it was really nice because we always kind of had each other when we needed it, until you know you've got a good partner. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Haven't been playing too much Tomodachi Life lately. I honestly don't know how I feel about my island. My island is all like Alan Becker characters so far. I like the idea at first. I think over time it's just kind of, I don't know, worn off on me. I think if I replaced it with like a wider variety of characters, it might be more interesting, but I'm not sure. You finally watched AVA. Hey, let's go. Your phone crashed when Alan's PC is destroyed in the 12th episode. Nice. Oh, that's funny. That's Hacker, right? When Alan unplugged his computer. When Hacker was like getting his files. That's funny if that's that timing. That's really good. Man, y'all, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I've been, like I said earlier, I've been doing some work on episode 4 of Stick and Dash. I'm doing a new part of the animation pipeline this time around. It's something that I thought I was gonna be doing for 3 and then didn't. But I'm actually storyboarding the whole thing ahead of time, and then gonna be turning it into like an animatic, so adding like temporary sound effects for like the really rough drawings and temporary backgrounds and everything, just to see if like the story is flowing. And so far, I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited to show it off at some point. Once episode 4 is released, I think as a separate upload, I'll upload the animatic, just so that people can see like the stage, the progression of like going from a rough to a final. I love behind the scenes stuff, and so I want to do more of it. I feel like I need to go back to episode 2 and do a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. Hacker just stood there and then it crashed. That's funny. But yeah, episode 4 is looking to be really fun, with a unique twist on an aspect of the game. So I'm excited to share that with you guys when that episode finally comes out. But episode 3 has to come out first, and stuff for that is also picking up, which is very exciting. Who's my favorite? So here's the thing that I love this song that's playing, or the song that's going to be playing after this. I really like The Chosen One. I feel like they've gotten a little bit shafted this season. but I also know that it's not his season, it's Victim's season. So, like, it's kind of okay, but I do think that it's strange that the two most powerful protagonists have been nerfed and locked up for the majority of the time. I don't expect that to stay the case at the end of whatever the next episode has, though. But I think there's a lot of potential for, like, exploring the Chosen One and, like, his, like, regrets of, like, being on the wrong side and stuff like that. But I don't think that's what, like, the season is going for, so I can excuse it, but I don't think it's worth forgetting. You want to see Purple and Green use the editor? Yeah. Episode 3 of Stick and Dash, I think, I don't want to just call it the editor episode. Kind of like Rick and Morty when they did the Vat of Acid episode. Like, that's the name of it. The word episode is in the title. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't have a name decided for it yet. I've got a couple of, like, vague ideas, but nothing cemented. But there's gonna be some fun. Episode 3 is just a fun time, you know. Episode 3 is gonna be fun. Just a fun watch, you know, an educational watch as well. You almost cried when Victim tortured the Chosen One. Oh, like punching him and all that shit in the box. The box. Alright. I think it's time for me and my little soda pop to get building. We're gonna be building today. I don't know if you guys realize this is gonna be a building stream. We're gonna be building, and we're gonna keep going on mountain level. I've done basically no work since the last stream. I think what we're gonna be doing today is actually not continue to decorate this part, if you guys remember from last time. But we're actually gonna be doing some gameplay for the coin route. The coin route admittedly has gotten a little bit neglected so far. And so today I want to focus on that for the first part. Depending on how long I stream, I don't have a set like plan for how long I plan to stream tonight. But the first thing we're going to do, regardless of how long it takes, is get some gameplay for the coin route, because I can't stand not having it in here anymore. The last thing for the coin is like here, and we go through this whole part without doing anything for it, and I don't want that anymore. So, with that being said, the coin route is going to start here for today. I have this little thing here that happens when you do a small robot jump. You kind of glide straight and then fall into this. I don't think I want to have a teleportal. So that way we can actually see these like leaf particles. I've got like a little particle effect. Whee! I think that's fun. Do I have a name for the level? I do not. I tend to wait to name my levels until they're at least like 80% of the way done. And there's two reasons for that I can think of like off the top of my head. Reason number one is usually when I name a level early on in the level's like lifespan, I tend to not finish them. There have been very few cases where I finished a level where I knew what the level's name was less than 50% of the way through. Just for some reason, it's really hard for me to finish levels that I named really early. Reason number 2 is that I don't want to name a level something and then feel like everything that I build in the level needs to match the title. So if I started this level and I'm like here, I'm like in the first part, and I go to the level title and I name it like Rocky Canyon Cliff, the description, Rocky and Canyon, I feel like would need to apply to the vast majority of the level. And I feel like that sort of limitation is more limiting than like creative limitation. It feels more like artificial than beneficial. So I want the level to be built the way that the level deserves to be built, and then come up with a name that encapsulates all of its beauty. Bet you didn't expect a whole ass essay as a response, but hey Sparktwee, hello. It's good to see you. How you doing? How you going? This part is gonna be a little bit of a cave, I think. It's gonna be like torchlit, maybe a little bit acidic, gamod. Very like orangey yellow, kind of dusty, almost sandstone cave, I think. Post-series depression. Yeah, I figured we were gonna be talking about Digital Circus a bit. For anyone who hasn't seen Digital Circus and wants to, we probably will get into spoiler territory for it. So if you wish to not be spoiled, take this as your spoiler warning, just in case. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. If I put a force block here, will that shoot me down? No, not really. How about relative? A tiny bit, but nah. Yeah, for Digital Circus. I was one of the guys who went and saw it in theaters. Fun fact. I went and saw that in theaters. It was great. It was loud. It was too loud. But I thought it was really good. I thought it was really fun. I like the ending we got too. Oh, my grid is on. I want to take that off. I had that on for reasons. You're okay with getting spoiled? What if here is a pad? And then do something like this. And I make you upside down. Yeah. That should be good. Oh, you couldn't go to the theater? Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you have? If it was close to you, do you think you would have gone? It wasn't, like, terribly far from me. It was only 40 minutes away. Which is, like, not bad. I was very willing to make that drive. I just did think it was going to be in my city. I've seen the new event level. I played a little bit of it. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, wow, okay. So, I actually might need the teleportal. In here, after all. Bum, 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 bum. It's okay, but there's a lot of things that it does that you're not a fan of. That's okay. That's what we call preference. Okay, right here should be the pad now, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let's try that. Honestly, I think one of my biggest gripes with the majority of popular levels nowadays is just how anti-player they are and how pro-YouTube video they are. Am I glad that people are, like, pushing the game to its limits? Yes. Do I wish that I could play the levels for myself and actually be able to tell what I'm doing? Also, yes. I actually have a really, like, small YouTube video idea that is a video that actually justifies the existence of, or the over-implementation of jump indicators. I want that to be a topic of discussion, because for a while, like, every level had them, and then, like, a year ago, some levels stopped having them, but then, like, a lot of the super detailed levels have them, and a lot of places that should have them don't, and a lot of places that don't have them should, kind of a thing. Or they don't need them, but they are there anyways. Like, I feel like there is a correct way to use jump indicators. Okay, this is way too sudden. If I do this, yeah. Ooh. That's kind of a move. What? Okay. I didn't want it to have to come to this, but I think it kind of leaves me no choice at this point. No touch. And then that will get me down there, yeah. You gotta go to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, Aurelia. Good night. Sleep well. It's difficult because you spend most of your time in a server with people who have vastly different opinions on levels, so you have to put up with them glazing it to the moon and back. See, there is 100% something to say about the spectacle. I think that is where a lot of praise is coming from for, like, event levels, for example. I think that one of the event levels that plays the best is Subwoofer's Citadel. And that is because not only because of how it feels still like Geometry Dash, but it also can function like... Okay, let me put it this way. You have YouTuber Dashy Games, and you sit him down, and you tell him to play the current event level, and you then tell him to play Citadel. He's gonna be able to understand Citadel more, right? Because, again, there's something to be said about spectacle, but at the end of the day, this is a game that's meant to be played, and if you can't tell what you're playing, then it's gonna be harder to enjoy just as a baseline. If your thing looks beautiful and looks like a level, then that's a win-win. And I think a lot of people are starting to conflate, like, beauty with enjoyment, I think. It's like, this level looks amazing, therefore it is an amazing level, but an amazing level has to be a well-designed level. It can't just have, like, really appealing visuals. Like, that can't be its identity. Yeah, I can see why people would like it too. I just have a problem with, like, the over-reliance on some things. Like, one nitpick that I kind of have for just, like, GD as a whole right now is how people see me building this, and people would say, oh, this is gonna look so much better when there's a custom background in here. And, like, I shouldn't need a custom background for my level to look good. The level should look good by itself without, like, all the extra fluff. Half the event levels would be really hated if they were putting gauntlets. That is such an interesting take. That is fascinating. That is fascinating, actually. Whoa. No, I agree. I agree to that as well. That's why that's fascinating. I never thought of it that way, but I think you're right. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. Okay. Gameplay. What happens if I do this? Okay, I can't. Excuse me, I can't handle that. Hang on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna put this back here. I know, I'm very wishy-washy with my start pauses today. Meh. Ooh, I could do this. That's kind of a vibe. Also, I love this song that's playing. And I can't forget about my favorite level gimmick. Oh yeah, that goes up there. I'll put you all the way down. About the custom background comment, it really depends on the level. In a lot of cases, it adds to the level, especially art levels, but they're not always necessary in ROP-top style levels. Yes, I 100% agree with that. You love it for the vibes. Can I get away with that? OG PopCap game. Oh, you mean before they just decided to do the stupid shit with it? Ooh, that could be kind of fun. Yeah, I think it definitely does depend on the art style. My problem more so comes from the people that essentially they say this without saying it directly, but what they mean is if you don't have a custom background, then your level will be bad. And that's what I don't like. Because there are some people that would be their genuine advice is add a custom background or else this will be, like, not good. And I think that that's a huge problem when it comes to personal expression and creative variety. Hey, Red Boy! Welcome to it. Good to see ya. Can I put a ball portal in there? Ooh. I don't know. So the thing is about this part, right? Let's see. I want it to be harder. I want this part down here to be harder than this part, because then that kind of justifies going for the coin route and having the coin route feel like more of a challenge, right? Obviously. I think the easiest way to do this is just to make sure that there's like more clicks. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as long as I have like at least 10 inputs in this part, I think that might be good. And I might change the game mode to something else. I might change it to spider. See what that does. Honestly, a spider part in a cave kind of sounds cool. I kind of fuck with that. Yeah, narrow understanding of creating. That's my problem. That's what I feel like I experience. Is a lot of that. And what makes it even worse, it's the fact that it's like it's like their first time coming to my stream. So it's like they don't know me, they don't know the journey I've been on, they don't know the levels I've made, they're just seeing what I'm making and just like blanket statements say this would look better if you did this. I'm like, you don't even know what I'm going for, you haven't even bothered to ask. That's what I don't like. People do that shit. What? this should hopefully be viewable from the normal path, which hopefully should give a clue in some cases. Sunset Scramble. Oh, I know that level. I know that name. J735 SMP when? I had one a few years ago, and then it died because one person, I think I know who it was now, but one of the people would just like randomly do shit when no one was looking and created like a little bit of distrust. It was kind of like months of just like these small things happening, but because they were so small, it was like, why are these even being made? And so then we got mad. And then Liv's, poor Liv, she made something that was made out of all wood, and then lightning struck it and burned it to the ground. And it was just super demotivating, and none of us wanted to go back. No, I do not do level request. If you want your levels played on stream, you gotta make sure that the live stream title has the words level request in them. Because those people are looking to play, whereas I'm in the editor, I'm building. I don't know if it was before lightning rods. No, lightning rods were in the game, and we did place them around. It just so happened to not strike them. Because I think it struck a lightning rod, and then maybe like a tree that was a few blocks away got caught in the fire, and then it spread. We didn't see it happen, but the entire thing just like got burnt up, and it was gone. And that was in Minecraft, too. That wasn't like GD where I have, like, an infinite amount of objects and I can just draw fish, apparently, whenever. Like, you have to gather your resources, too. So that's, like, that makes it even worse. I kind of want another green orb here. I think that's kind of a vibe. And this is the deal with force blocks, right? Depending on when you click, it's gonna be different. So I think what I have to do is recenter the player. Actually, and I'll do it this way. This is something that Alkali does in her levels, and I really like it, admittedly. The way that these portals just kind of like overlap. There's something about it. Yeah, Moo Moo Meadows. Okay. I'm glad you said that because I was starting to get a little bit worried that you guys couldn't hear the music. Can I show the full level? Yes, I can. Just want to make sure. Okay. Okay, there we go. I love that transition. That goes so hard. GG. And this is correct up here. This is only like less than 40% of the way through the level. The level is about 2.5 minutes long. Heck yeah. Hey, Lion Lover. I played a little bit of it. I think I got like 10% of the way through. The metalworks kind of reminds me of In Silico. Good. It's supposed to. This level kind of is supposed to encapsulate a little bit of everything so far, I think. I want to show you guys these, though. The blur. And then you can see it right there, that like whatever this is. If I disable the shaders right there, I got a smear frame. But it all happens so fast that you don't even like, you feel it. Ah, dang it. Yeah! I love this frame. I'm such a fucking animation nerd, bro. Putting in animation knowledge in these has been like one of the most joyous things. I actually don't know how I feel about that now. Yeah, there'll probably be, I think, not to get too spoilery or anything, but I do think that there's going to be some sort of dash, like the dash orb fire effect around the player that is prompted in the animation. Maybe I don't have this here, and I have this later. Because if I do this, and I take this, and then I have a big jump into the portal. Yeah. And then we have to turn it into the cube. At some point. Right here, most likely. Ooh, I just got a fun idea. What if there's like one of these right here, and it essentially acts as a replacement for jump pads. So like if we have some sort of like semi-solid platform acting type thing. Actually, I'll do these because these are very in style. I do like this. right? If I do something like this and then teleport onto it, what happens? That's cute. That's kind of cute. I like it. Brown. It kind of matches the pitch of that note perfectly. Wow. Bro, accidental genius. That's really funny. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I think I want to do something like that. And I will make sure that this is all done. Happy accident. Can have the BG color hue shift down as the note goes. Oh, possibly. I haven't really thought about color pulses too much yet, but I like that. I think that could work. Okay. So this is how we're going to ensure that there's no tomfoolery. Da 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 dun da dun da 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 dun da da da. I have an idea for how I want this part to go. Let's try that. Two blue orbs. Interesting. Let me try that. Oh, it might feel a little cramped. This just feels like really slow. I do this? Da 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 dun da 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 dun da da dun da da dun da dun da 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 dun da da dun up 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 down da da dun. Maybe this. Maybe something like this? That's not terrible. I don't think I like this, how this arc looks. Because at the end of the day, I could do this and it would functionally be the same. And like, that's not bad. I wonder if we could use slopes to ramp up. So that way we get like the incline here and then the decline there, and that would be kind of like nice mirroring. Okay. Okay. This might work. This might work pretty well. I need my thing again. Ooh, not good. Maybe here? Maybe just like before we go into the portal? You're blue believer. Blue pad, blue orb combo is kind of crazy though. No, that's not it either. How about if I put it down? That's better. Yeah. That's better. I'm a really big believer in this specific set of assets. These 6. Black orb usually happens in the middle of everything, and red orb is always the last. You'll see me mess with these things every once in a while. And it's all thanks to The Thing. The level The Thing, the collab that I was a part of. Alkali did that, and it changed my life. Do I have a part in this that's kind of like that? I forget. I forgot I did that. That's funny. I don't think I did. No, it doesn't look like it here. Oh well. And Nascov, yes. Bruno's ball. Yeah, so this is the little bit that I actually did today. Was the blue orb and the blue pad combo. Recently, no. I'm too busy for collabs at the moment. I've got too many things to worry about. Even outside of GD, even if it's things that relate to GD, like I've just got too much. It really does depend on the collab. I feel like it needs to be worth my time. I don't want to just accept any random collab. I feel like it has to be something that like I have personal interest in. I would like to do some more collabs, but they also like I'm kind of picky when it comes to them, admittedly. So take that with what you will. The Team A mega collab? Yes, I did. I made that forever ago. It's been like a couple of years. I did make one. It would be kind of cool if I had multiple of these around. I like the idea of these end up being like rope bridges. Whoops. Rope bridges. And my caps lock is on, apparently. Taco's also making a part in it? That'd be funny. Considering I didn't know about him a couple years ago. And I really do like the idea of, like, in this cave, this cavern, there's, like, a bunch of these things. There's something kind of fun about that. Maybe instead of a slope, I can use one of these to, like, slow down the player. Kind of like how I did, up here. Where is it? Is it this? Yeah. Do you see the vision? Yeah, I like the idea of there being a bunch of these everywhere. I feel like that makes sense for the narrative that I've got going on for the story. Oh, accept an invite. Yeah. This is the Windy Cavern, essentially. Pretty much. Windy Cavern. This is the gameplay we'll be like doing next. How I'm gonna rejoin to the normal path is gonna be a fun little task. How do you get a collab in this story? Be my friend for like be an actual legitimate friend to me for like 7 years. Yeah, there's probably plenty of time. I want to start boarding the animations. I want to start doing like the animatic work for this again. I'm too busy. I'm not gonna be able to do it before we move. Unless I like set a goal and try to speedrun. How about $17? No, I will not be bribed. A donation, of course, will be appreciated, but I do not enjoy taking bribes. Sorry. $73.50? Dude, that's like 6 McDonald's trips. I could go for some McDonald's right about now. A collective cameo. The character is a cube that's like this big, but then it's like person A gets this amount, person B gets this amount, person C gets this amount. One person gets the left eye, one person gets the right eye. That's funny. Nah, I like these small ones. I like the idea that the small ones have, like, little obstacles floating in them. Who's right? Perfect character name. Absolute beauty right there. Actually, you know what it'll probably be? It'll be rope bridges that are all like animated, like keyframes or something. That's gonna be really good for movement, actually. Holy shit. Oh, did I remove your group? I did. Okay, thank goodness. I was really worried there for a second. Good evening. Hello, Zeldin. Oh, guys, you know what's so sad? So, Liv, my girlfriend, is, she's staying with her sister for a couple of days. She's, like, out of town a few hours away. And Liv took Jarvis with her, and so you guys can't hear him sing to you guys. And it's so sad. Hello? I think there's some secret ways in this level. Yeah, we're gonna be playtesting, don't worry. No howls. So that one will obviously be death. There's a cat, though? Hi, kitty! Come here. Come here, Zelda. Hello. Hi, kitty. She's on my lap now. She doesn't normally go up here. Zelda, can you meow? Can you say hi to the people so that they know you're real? Zelda. She doesn't know how to meow on command. Zelda. Meow. Bye. She might start yelling at me for food, though. Or she'll leave. Zelda, come here. Come back. Thank you. You want to hang out with Pops? It's daddy-daughter week. Now that Mom and Jarvis are gone. She does not care. No howls, no. Sorry. They're gone for a little bit. Ooh, look at that though. That's kind of cool. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. If there's a rope bridge here, then we won't need to have the force objects go beyond it. Right? We can do this and say like the lifetime is, it goes up to like there. And then these particles, same thing. Right? So then we can get rid of this, and then once we hit the rope bridge, we'll just be whatever physics of the angle that the actual whatchamacallit will be at. So like for here, we can have a rope bridge that's like broken. And we probably won't get to it today, so I will do like, I'll take the hitbox off of this and like turn it. There. Yeah. And then I'll just half-ass this one. But it's like, okay, so that one's broken. That makes sense why we can interact with this one. Deltarune's secret boss in the coin route. I know at some point in the level I have to hide the, oh, what is it? It's the emerald from Henry Stickmin. I have to hide the emerald from completing the mission somewhere in here. Oh, wait. I see what I have to do. Zelda, what are you doing? Zelda, are you being stupid? Bye. Oh, there's a bag on the floor. But you can't have it. I'm not allowing it. Because it's very noisy right now. It's a paper bag. Zelda. My cat is insane. I'm not even gonna lie, she is like proper nuts sometimes. Norwegian emerald, yes. I couldn't remember where it was from, but yeah, the Norwegian emerald. And the reason that I have to do that is because in my first Cube Earth level, Deep Vine Pass, I hid the diamond somewhere in the level. And then in my second level in the series, Floodfell Caverns, I hid the ruby. So now I have to hide the emerald somewhere in the level. And honestly, down here might not be bad because it's like undergroundy. And it's in the coin route. I forget. I need to look at something quick. Where is the emerald? Or the diamond? Did I put it over here? I did. I put it at the end. It's right up here. This is supposed to be the diamond from stealing the diamond itself. I need to do more of this. This is super cool. Oh, what was... Is the diamond from... anywhere? Like, there's the Norwegian emerald. Are the ruby and diamond from anywhere specific? Like, what, a location? Romanian ruby. Tunisian diamond. Yes, you're so right. It's been a bit since I've read up on my Henry Stickmin lore. It has been a bit. It's down here. It's in a mine cart. Yeah, it's in one of the mine carts. That's right. I forgot about that. Tunisian diamond, Romanian ruby, and Norwegian emerald. You're so right. Yeah, so I've got 2 of them so far. So the emerald will be next. Dude, this part, oh my god, the flashbacks of this part, bro. Building this in a hotel while my house was, like, coming down from being on fire. Holy shit, the memories. Of Green trying to throw the emerald like Henry did. Well, that's interesting that you say Green specifically, because Green and Henry have the same animation style. Which I'm sure you're saying that because you already know that fact. But, yeah. I think it's funny. Absolutely. I'm glad that you know about that. That's fun. You know ball, true. Dude, I want to talk about Stick-a-Dash so fucking badly. Because it's coming along super well. I'm so proud of the progress that's been made on it. But I can't talk about it yet. I'm excited. Here's what I'm really excited for. I'm excited for when episode 3 comes out. Because I think that it's going to reach people again in a similar way that episode 2 did. The way that Complete Madness did. And I really am hoping that when I start animating episode 4, that I can live stream it, and so people can come out of episode 3 and then see production of the next episode. Because what I like doing for Stick and Dash so far, what I like doing, is one episode will end on a cliffhanger that alludes to what the plot is of the next one, right? So Complete Madness ended with Green and Purple pressing the create level button, and then we, like, cut to black, we cut to credits. So it's like, okay, next episode they're gonna be, like, in the editor, right? Like, everyone knows that. I'm gonna do the same thing with episode 3, where we know what they're doing for episode 4. So that way, when people watch episode 3 and they're like, oh, I know what they're doing next. I know where they're going next. What they're gonna be, like, involved with, you know? It's like, oh, okay. We have that as a baseline. And then you see me actively working on that cliffhanger thing. It's like, ooh, okay, a sneak peek into the next thing. But technically it's not really spoiling anything if you've seen episode 3. Because you already know. I'm really excited for that portion. Because I'm gonna get to do a few minutes worth of animation that technically won't be spoiler stuff. And I'm really excited to get my hands into that. I'm really excited for that period of time. Cannot wait. Okay. Good, that's what I was hoping would happen there. They look like Christmas lights. Yeah, they do. It was a little bit inspired by the Christmas light look, I can't deny. These colors, specifically like omitting orange, I think is weirdly part of what does it. Omitting orange. Because, like, honestly, red and yellow are very warm color. Blue and purple are very cool color. Green is kind of this in-between, right? Like, green can act as warm or cool depending on how it's used. So you've got 2 on the warm, 2 on the cool, and then 1 in the middle. So it's very balanced. I feel like that's always what Christmas lights are. Christmas lights, like, rarely have orange. If they do, it's like a yellow-orange hybrid. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, interesting. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll do that. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hello, Cake Edits. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? If I do 1.1, ooh, excuse me. I am good. Thank you for asking. I'm trying to do some coin route gameplay for my level I'm working on right now. Oh, that's not enough. Okay. I mean, this other one was 2.2, I think, so let's see. Oh, I don't like that. Dang it. That's the problem with doing like fancy schmancy stuff like that. I think I'll settle for slopes for now, and then if I can get that to work later, I'll try. Also, I know that none of this is gonna stay, but it's just to help me categorize it, so I can get an idea. Making an auto-scroller. Ooh. Auto-scrollers are cool. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a little trick that I really like doing, and I actually got it from Alan Becker's animations. Let's say I wanted the camera to swiftly go from here down to here, right? I'm gonna do a little trick, and it's gonna take some adjusting and some tweaking, but really we're just gonna use a bunch of offset camera triggers. So if I offset this to go, let's say 2 blocks down and say exponential in, and do like 0.2. If I do this, where would the line block be? This will work. If I shrink this and move this to about there, make this instant go up the opposite direction, right? and then move this over 1 unit, put it at 0, exponential out, and a slower fade time. Right? I'll actually increase this and increase the time. And then make these spawn triggered. So that way they happen once the player goes through the portal. Like a quick pan, exactly. So 364 spawn triggered. And then if I say spawn 364 spawn ordered, touch trigger. Touch trigger. So if I can anticipate that the player is going to be going into the coin route, I can essentially just do this. Then it's like, okay, from here to here on the hitbox is covered, which should be enough time. And then, once this spawn trigger, once we teleport, the camera will offset to be above here, and then slowly ease into place. Hopefully this should work first try. Like, it should function. It might not be perfect, like the easings. But, like, look at that. Boop. That's pretty good. Because the camera, like, wipes, it's a lot easier to track. It's not jarring. It's, like, led up to and led into. It just feels smooth. It feels a little bit more polished. And then something else that I'm actually going to do is zoom the camera in a bit. So this is 0.4. I'm gonna do 1 second exponential in out. Let's see what that does. Okay, so that ain't bad. I can tell that the spider gameplay feels weird now, though. What's the zoom level here? 0.78. Okay. I'm like your main inspiration for building? Get out of here. Really? Oh my gosh, thank you. That means so much. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you for sharing. I'm really honored. I really am happy knowing that what I do is good. You know? Like, I think that what I do is good. And I really like doing it, so I feel like I just kind of naturally get better over time. But knowing that other people enjoy what I do and actively use it as fuel for their own stuff, like, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. The camera can zoom in a bit. It just might need to be this zoom. Exponential out. And then I can add it to this. I can add it to that. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I remember you, Juju. It has been a while. Okay, yeah, that's good. If I offset this Y by 10, and then get rid of the offset here. What's new? That's a good question. I have the place to myself for a few days because my girlfriend is visiting her sister for a bit. I don't have work tomorrow, which is why I'm able to be up this late. I've been working on Stick and Dash episode 4 because I'm waiting on some stuff for 3 to get done in the meantime. I've been doing some client animation work. I had a commission that I took care of. Trying to figure out where to move to. A lot of things. A lot of things have been happening lately. How about yourself? What have you been up to? Oh, okay. You're gonna be this 365. Come on. Having this be a spawn trigger, that way it's not multiple triggers stacked up on top of each other. Oh, okay, no problem. Whew. There's a lot of different ways you can approach getting into this little nook. Almost suggested event triggers, but spawn ordered is too good. Spawn ordered is a really beautiful thing that came out of 2.2. It's really good for platformers, but it's also been like very, very useful for even like small little things like this. It's been really, really nice. So something that I'd like to do for this part is actually have most of the block design not be so geometric in the way that it's like 45 and 90 degree angles. Do some things like this curve here. You know, like we have the 90 degree angles here. We have the built-in slopes like out the sides. I want the coin drop part to be a lot of this, like this chaotic, almost a little bit mismatchy. I think that's gonna be the play. But this part's good for now. Now I'd like to focus on this for a bit. 2.209, yeah. And you know what happens after 2.209, right? 2.21, so hopefully we'll be getting explorers. Hopefully, if I have that right. Hi. Ooh, it'd be kind of cool if this came up like this. Ooh. Honestly, that jump ain't bad. I like the idea of there being a platform here that when you break, or you hold this dash orb and so you end up like piercing through it. You break in, there's like a couple of impact frames there. I think that'd be really, really fun. You're done with your finals? Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee! Congrats, how do you feel? Feel good? That's awesome. I'm glad. I am glad. That's honestly kind of a vibe for that jump. I can't lie. If I just take this... I've resulted to locking the fuck in. What happens if I do this, though? I wonder. Surely, like, this'll all work out. Surely. Oh! Scorpius, hello. Welcome to it. Good evening. You're on your summer break. It's been really nice. Also Father's Day. Yeah. Good. And one of your computers won't work. Uh-oh. My computer, my Mac, I got worried today. I unplugged it for a while, and then I plugged it back in, and it didn't turn on for like a couple of hours. Got really nervous there that I had lost all of my stick and dash progress. Sorry you're late. Hey, no worries. It's your birthday? Happy birthday! Yippee, 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 yippee! Is this like steampunk design or factory or something else? It's kind of copper-ish factory that's mixed in with natural mossy rock formations. Kind of. This part is a better visual. Sort of inspired by the Wooded Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. If you happen to know that. I think what I'll do, at least for the time being, is I'll have there be a free fly wave section. And then right here, we could do this. We could actually do another pink orb. Something about combining blue and pink gameplay objects. I don't know. There's something about it that's just kind of nice. You'd love to play Super Mario Odyssey? It's such a good game. It is such a good game. It's a beautiful game. Let's try those. 2026 and 27 have a lot of good games. Ooh, that's hard. That is tough. That is tough right there. Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, it's about the same difficulty as that, but I think it's just because there's like no room to start, maybe. Maybe there's this. If I get rid of all these there, and actually just fill it in. And we can work a little bit subtractively, maybe. Maybe we can just like carve stuff away as needed. But I think this does give an idea for like the space that we have to play with. Game mode, portal design, you, okay. And then I will make this object 366. Camera, static, Y only at 366. And then we'll do exponential out over the course of like 3 seconds. And hopefully this will get some sort of effect that I want. They're analogous colors. It's not necessarily for like the color combo, it's the gameplay combo for me. Like, I don't know, there's something nice about specific combos. Like a pink orb and then a yellow orb is just classic. Like, this feels classic GD. You have 2 blue orbs. It's like, ooh, okay, we're getting a little bit kind of design nostalgia there in that. If you have 2 green orbs like this, it's like, okay, this is peak 2.0 gameplay right there. If you have a red orb and then a green orb, like boo, boom, like that's very free feeling. Like combinations of all of these have a specific feel to them in my eyes. Honestly, that ain't bad. I don't think that's that bad. I do think it's a little sudden. I wonder what sign out would do on a 1.5 second though. Oh, not enough. Sign in out might go crazy. Ooh. Not horrible. Ahar there, matey. Buck, 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 buck. Yo, guys, Maxan, I drew his profile picture and his banner. He was my commission that I've been talking about. Hell yeah. Hey, Maxan. Ooh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Y'all. Holy shit. I just got an idea. I just got an idea for this coin route. Gotta say again, you've really cooked. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. I was just telling chat about this earlier. I cannot get over how like excited I was at the idea of drawing a GD level. I feel like we need a lot more of that sort of art in our community. People are like really good at drawing icons and like characters from levels. We need people to just draw levels. We need landscape paintings on like orbit kind of a thing. Like, we don't do that enough, and so the fact that I got the opportunity to do that for a commission is so cool. I would gladly do more of those for like people's banners and shit. I really, really liked it. We need more of those. The teacher recognized it. That's so cool. Sorry, I was just looking at a comment. Someone just commented on Stick and Dash episode 1, so I had to look. Okay, so I have an idea for the coin route. How do you guys feel about the player grabbing a portal? Because the wave normally goes through here and they use the teleportals, right? What happens if you come at the portal from not going through it? Like, you come at it from the backside and then grab it and take it with you. And then when you bring it somewhere else, there's like a stray one of these somewhere. And like you throw the portal, the orange teleportal, off screen. And then wherever it lands is where this one like connects to. Yeah. I think that'd be really, really fun. The grab idea is fire, thank you. Yeah, you guys like that? Okay. Let me try to see if I can rig that up quick, cause it might take. Why did that? What? Why are we just like temporarily going to the base color? Why are we doing that? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'll scale it down a bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This 367. We will go to 367. Ignore X. Right? That's what we want? Or will it kind of automatically ignore X because I'm in default? Hey, Joe Frog. Hello, welcome to stream. Okay, that works. That works beautifully. Hell of a lot of coding. I honestly think it should be pretty easy because I have this, and as long as I put this on for the correct group and touch trigger it, angle it over, scale it up, and if I do that, that should do it. Yeah. I'm gonna need to like animate it too later. For sure, for sure. Oh my god, Zelda! It's not that much, but it will get weird when, like I have this portal, like just doing nothing, and if the player, like, maybe the player can't get into it, and I need to activate something in here that like raises a platform. So it's kind of two-parter. Hang on, I'll be right back. My cat is going absolutely insane upstairs. Zelda. The beast has been contained. Joe Frog, I've got a question for you. Why do you sign all of your messages with the same two emotes every time? I'm curious. I think it could be really funny, actually. Instead of locking this to the player, if it, Ooh. Okay, so here's the thing, is that I'm getting an idea for how to properly communicate this, or like execute this. Okay. If I can pulse this group, and it does what I want, then I think we'll be in business. It doesn't look like I can. Because I think white is default, right? Yeah, white's default color. Okay. So I have an idea for what I can do for this. It does involve doing a little bit of, I guess, bonus coding effort, whatever you want to call it. But I know the idea here, and I'm gonna write it down. Grab teleportal for later use. right? And I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it now. I'll put this up here too, just so it's not in the way of anything. Portal should grow legs and book it. Oh, that'd be funny. Portal character. That's silly. Makes brain smile though. So I might. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. And I think that's a fair difficulty right there. I might need to move this one over a bit. Just like that. Something like that. Slight headache and it's really late for you, so you need to go. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. I hope your headache goes away. Those suck. I'm very lucky, I never get headaches. Somehow. Both my parents are both really good at getting headaches. I didn't get that gene. Whatever the fuck it is. There we go. Yeah, that's good. And then I want to exit static here. Cool. My back is the thing that's been bugging me lately, but I'm an animator and I'm hunched over at my desk all the time, so it kind of makes sense. I think something that I actually want to, like, see if I can get for Christmas this year is one of the tablets that's like half the size of a standard piece of paper. That's like not a screen tablet, but is like the tracker for the pen. That might be a good play for me. That way I can like have my posture be better. I don't know though. You have one of those? How do you like using it? Because I really like having my big screen, but I know that I'm hunched over all the time. Use a PC one, yeah. I mean, my drawing tablet is hooked up to my Mac. We're on my PC. I have both a Mac and a PC. What I need is a MacBook. Or not a MacBook. What I need is a Mac. Like a Macintosh computer, not a laptop. I think we've done about all I wanted to do tonight. Really, I just wanted to stream because it had been a while. I didn't really go into the stream too much with like a plan besides gameplay, and really that's all we did for 2 hours, and I think it was time well spent, you know? I think we did good today. I do want to check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we did have enough inputs, I think. We can always like buff some of these jumps. I can make this jump like the 10-end jump. Ooh, that'd kind of go crazy. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of stream tonight. This was really nice. I missed these evening streams so badly. I love these ones. They're really fun. You get a different audience for these, I think, a lot of the time. At least for me, I feel like the audience is more like chill. You know? At this time of day. This time of night, blinded by the light. Do I have an editor collab? No, I'm not hosting any collabs. Nor am I a part of any collab right now. So, with that being said, I am going to play the level as it is right now, and I'll try to go for this coin route. No promises that I'll get it, but stream is set at Mario Kart World? Of course it is. I never check that thing. And I will play through everything that we've got so far. Bingo bongo, let's do this, Shango. How long have I been building this? So the short answer is 2 years. The long answer is it's complicated. I'm close to 20,000. I know I'm close to 20,000. Holy shit. Okay. That's gonna be the end of stream for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. This has been great. First stream after not streaming for a while is always so much fun. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Right when you just got back? Oh, I'm sorry. I will catch you guys later. You'll probably hear from me relatively soon, like within the next week or so. If you don't hear from me, just know that I'm making strides on animation stuff, you know, as it tends to go. So, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. And stay awesome out there.